Sure. So first, I'd like to give a shout out to the entire Phitonex team. They're an amazing, talented set of individuals, and especially to Craig Laboda and Mike Stadniski. I'll talk about this in three phases. I guess in the first phase, it was about identifying products and market. We had this really exciting, unique technology that we spent years researching, but its use was for computing. Okay? And so we reached a point where we had the combination of technology expertise and our availability, that is time, to do something. And we decided, let's explore doing a startup. So we spent a reasonable amount of time, about, 4 or 5 months, considering what market to enter, right, with this really cool technology. And ultimately, we settled on something that was very different than computing. And that area was fluorescent labels for biomarker detection. So in the second phase, on the business side, it was about establishing product market fit. And we had to build a business case, right? So did we have the right products for a market, and could we build a business out of it? Could we make money? So early in this process, we did a lot of exploration, and we built enough confidence about both of those aspects that we decided to go ahead and form Phitonex. So after that, in this first phase, we continued to refine our product definition and how it would be positioned in the market that we were going to enter into. In parallel with these business aspects, we validated our technology because it was a very different application space than computing, right? So it was really, really important that we demonstrate that we had more than a science project, because that's one of the risks with a university startup, is that it's too early sometimes, right? We needed to demonstrate that there were high value products that people would pay for, right? So then the third and final phase then was about expanding our product offerings and building out the commercial enterprise. This was really critical because it highlighted that our platform, which we call a Phyton, enabled very rapid creation of new fluorescent labels. In particular, we cranked out more new labels in about 9 months than had been created in the previous 2 decades. That's a pretty amazing. The goal for Phitonex was to build a company with products that enabled life science researchers and clinicians to perform better, more informative experiments, specifically in the area of single cell analysis using flow cytometry. So for that to happen, we needed at least 3 things. So number one, we needed a great technology that had superior characteristics relative to other products in the market. Number two, we had to get our product into the hands of customers. They needed to use this so they could see the benefits of our products, right? And then third, we needed a team that could make it all happen. So did we achieve our goal? You bet, okay? And that's kudos to the entire Phitonex team for making it all happen. Duke's role in Phitonex was really broken into kind of two aspects, I would say. The first one is that the foundational research behind the technology was performed at Duke over a span of about 17 years at Duke. And so I got into this space, that related to the underlying technology, many, many years ago, looking at new ways to fabricate computing systems. And that led to, certain aspects that then showed up in the technology that Phitonex commercialized. The second role that Duke had was with Rob Halford and his new ventures program in the Duke Office of Licensing and Ventures. That was a great experience. So every startup reaches a point in its progression where you either have to scale big or you exit. And earlier I mentioned that the third phase for Phitonex was expanding our products and building out the commercial efforts. Right? And that is typically when you have this decision point. And that was our decision point there. We'd go one of 2 ways, right? You either go raise more money or you get acquired. And either of those approaches are really there to enable accomplishing the things that you want to achieve. And so ultimately Thermo Fisher acquired us, and it's really an excellent place for Phitonex to end up. Our products fit really well into their business, and it's exciting to see Phytonex's products and their application continue to expand and to leverage Thermo's global reach to get out there and be used in a global customer base, enabling better science. Yeah, this is the question that everybody asks. As soon as they find out that Phitonex was acquired, they say, what's your next thing, right? So, at the moment, no, I'm not doing another startup. I'm not planning on doing one. My wife continues to nudge me to not do another startup, but who knows what tomorrow holds.